The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
We had the Wilder-Fury pay-per-view card. The undercard, I'm only going to touch upon it just briefly. Not too much. Yeah, it was. Joe Joyce did what he did, even though he was eating some jabs for a hot minute before he landed. Luis Ortiz, Travis Kaufman fight lasted a little bit too longer than it should have. Yeah. And then Hurd was getting his hands put on him by the British jobber.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He literally did not win a round in my card, even though it went 4 rounds until he landed that body shot.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna win. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a matter of time, but I ain't gonna lie. The kid he fought, I love the fact that he had solid skills and he knew he was in for a title fight and he tried his damnedest. He knew the skill size gap was crazy. He went in there and gave a good fucking effort, man. That's what boxing.
I mean, he was stunning Hurd, and this is what happens though when Hurd is, because I mean, Walburn was a middleweight that moved down to 154. So you do that, all of Hurd's advantages basically were nullified, and unfortunately, Wellborn probably, exposed one of his flaws is if you can't bully nobody, that skill set ain't there. I mean, you can say, oh, he was coming off his shoulder surgery and everything like that, but he was getting hit way too much by Wellborn for me to.
And the ring generalship was lacking. I don't like to see big niggas get bullied in the ring. I hate to see that shit. I just be like, you big for nothing ass nigga. The fuck you doing? I hate to see that.
That was the one fight that cats were actually screaming. We were like, come on, man, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Come on, do something. Cause this nigga was just catching some work. He wasn't doing nothing.
The Ortiz fight took all that from me because I was like, the fuck going on? Get this nigga out of here.
Exactly, it took him 3 times, it's fucking too much, but like I said, Herb pulled it out, and then the undercard, it was all fades, so that was the undercard. Now, the main event, Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion, versus Deontay Wilder. Bro, I'll let you do the honors, man. What you think, bro?
I think my nigga Wilder lost that fight, and the house bet on his ass, and they wanted him to draw. That's what it was. That's what I think. Because there's no way anybody watching that fight thought Wilder was even close. Besides, okay, the knockdown in the last round, that's dope. But that's just the last round. The nigga probably won, 2, 3 rounds?
3 rounds tops,
Barely though, because even in the beginning, early, Fury shocked him, and he didn't even know what to do. He was just sitting there, just waiting. He was just sitting there waiting, okay, maybe he's gonna let me hit him soon. He was just the whole fight. He was just waiting and getting tagged the whole fight. And I don't know what judge had it as a draw. That's just crazy. I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. My thoughts on this fight, and now prior to that, I mean, hell, even on our last podcast, I was brutally honest about Wilder's skill level. Now, LB, what do I call? What do I think of Deontay Wilder again?
The heavyweight version of Randall Bailey.
Exactly. And it's not insult to Randall Bailey, because Randall Bailey himself is a 2-division champion.
Randall Bailey would knock the fuck out of you, yo.
Exactly. That was Randall Bailey's big thing, was he had a stick of dynamite in his right hand. Although he did hit, he actually hit pretty hard with both hands, super hard. But his right hand was just absolutely ridiculous. And
people would fight him scared the whole time because they're like, I know that fucking right hand gonna come.
Yeah.
only elite niggas, the niggas who have real futures, like potential niggas, was really beating Randall Bailey like that. And if you was on his level, you had to struggle to beat him.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, there were so many fighters I see come up now, like, if you stopped him, that means that was accumulation. But, Randall Bailey was a hard motherfucker to put away. He was not an easy guy to put away, and
earned that fade.
Yeah. Yeah, you really did earn that fade. And that's what I saw in Deontay Wilder, not, just the right hand, athleticism and nothing more. And LB, we had a little argument back and forth in that because I said he wasn't that skilled. LB said he had some other arguments, and I respect what the LB says about it. But this fucking fight pretty much proved me what the fuck I was talking about. This nigga has struggle in his boxing. Struggle with the capital S.
But I never really denied that. Like, I've always said his skills was more like an accumulation of his intangibles, his athleticism, and the willpower, like the way he's just able to land his money punch on everybody. To me, if you have all of that, you have a skill. But if we're talking about fundamental technical skills to win a fucking round in boxing, then yeah, Wilder is on the low end of that spectrum.
Yeah, and that's facts, because I mean, they could say that, Wilder was fighting someone who was taller and bigger than he was. Okay.
Hold on. Niggas gotta fight his tall ass all the time. I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck all that. Fuck you tall niggas. I don't want to hear that shit. When y'all fight a nigga taller than y'all for what? Nah.
Now
we reject those deposits.
Exactly. Now, the early rounds, there were a couple that maybe, there wasn't a whole, it was like a feeling out round pretty much for the most part. But it was Fury who got his jab going. And Fury's punching and jabbing isn't that impressive here, but he punches correctly. It's not pretty to watch, but he does punch correctly. And it was Tyson Fury that got his jab going. And it was Tyson that his defense was going. Like, it was funny. It was crazy to me how Wilder was swinging for the fences over and over again without making any fucking...
They couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like Fury would be on the ropes, and this nigga would be like, boom.
It's missing.
And Fury saw all those punches coming. And then meanwhile, Wilder was catching like these slick counters and everything like that. Like, well, I mean, what's bad when Fury was putting his arms behind his back.
Multiple times.
Level him.
Real talk, Fury styled on Wilder.
Yeah.
Like, he was like watching a Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather hybrid type of performance.
Right. And then in the theater, because I watched this in the theater, and like niggas was like, it was like, yo, what the fuck, yo? It's like, yo, Wilder's getting styled on. Like, yo, Wilder's like, everyone's like, Wilder's losing. Like, that was the buzz in the whole theater. Like, no one thought that this motherfucker Wilder was winning. Like, they thought he was losing. He was losing bad. Like, and like you could hear the disgust as they're like,
I can't believe this nigga type shit.
Like, they were like, wow, don't let this fat white motherfucker style on you. Hit him! Like, it was fucking... And then there were other couple of slurs, which I don't really want to repeat, but there were some choice slurs about white people that some of the people of the Negro persuasion in the theater were saying.
Hey, AKA, you hood niggas know what y'all be saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, y'all know.
Yeah, man. So it just like it was like a thorough undressing, and then I think it was in the 9th round that as Fury was in the ropes, he was a little bent over or whatever, trying to duck. I think Wilder finally connected with some shit, and it was like, and it was basically, like almost like a flash. It was like it wasn't like a Wilder, KO shot, but it was enough that to be able to tumble for Fury's big ass to go down a little bit.
And put a damn a score for Wilder on the fucking scorecard.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then
that's where
hard. And then the funny thing is, Fury got up and started schooling him again, and he schooled him.
Yeah.
Until the final round. And then the final round, you know, Wilder put together the kill shot of all kill shots, followed by a left hook. And Fury was gone. I mean, the whole theater, like, it erupted. It's like, oh, shit. Because people was like, you know, come on, Wilder, you gotta hit him. And then when that happened, they were like, yeah! You know, it exploded, man. And I'm over here sitting here like this. I was like, oh, shit, this nigga done did it. Like, he killed this motherfucker, man. And I'm over here, I'm waiting, and Jack Reese is standing over him, just looking at him. I'm like, did he stop the fight? Why is he not counting? Like, you see Wilder over there, he's shimmying and shit like that. You know, he's
feeling himself.
Yeah, thinking this shit was a rap, and it looked like it was a rap. But then all of a sudden,
then he pulled the Undertaker and just straight up.
Yeah, he was like, nah, nigga, I can't go out like this, though. Let me get my big ass up and continue to fight. One thing that always impressed me is when I see a boxer get up from what I perceive as a certified kill shot. Because the last time I see something like that, I was impressed was when I was watching that violent ass slugfest from early last year between Takashi Miura and Mickey Roman, where Miura like hit this motherfucker. Yeah, with the solar plexus body shot of all body shots. I mean, he wound that shit up like a baseball bat, and Roman Roman went down, and we were all thinking that shit was rap because that motherfucker was breathing hard. But then he got casually to his feet, not wobbling, nothing like that. And luckily, I think it was near the end of the round. Like, that motherfucker was hurting. He went to that corner and was just like, you know, and then Max Coleman was like, it was a fight-ending shot. And I was like, yeah, it was. And that's the way I felt when I saw Fury get his ass up from the ground, you know. And then what happened was fucking Wilder swung for he hit him with a good left hook, and then he started swinging for the fences. Swinging so wildly, it allowed Fury to actually tie him up. And then after that one, Wilder walked into like a left hook counter and a right hand. And that pretty much stopped Wilder in his tracks completely. Like,
he was like, fuck, he's back.
Yeah, no. Wilder didn't even attempt to finish him after that. Once he let the
power bar get green again.
Yeah, and that took it to the bell. And and I was thinking to myself, this is an easy victory for Fury.
Easy.
Yeah, but then I was with my boy King P, and I was like, God damn, nigga, this is taking a little. And then King P's like, well, this must be some fuckery afoot. And I'm like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, okay, the decisions are in. And then they said split decision. I was like, and I groaned loud. I groaned like, oh. And I said LB that clip too. Because that shit was pure life. I wanted to post that, but Instagram is.
I swear, after this is what happened. Yeah. After Wilder knocked him down, all the judges threw their scorecards out because they thought it was over. So when this nigga got back up, they was like, oh shit. Damn, nigga, what happened? Just put some random numbers down and oh shit, it's a draw. Fuck it, it's a draw. That's what happened.
That one nigga who had 115, 111 for Wilder
needs to never fucking judge again.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, because that means without the knockdowns, Wilder would have won anyway, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yes. And you know, and this what I do, man, because see, Pat, real talk, see, Ring Gang, we authentic boxing fans, niggas who box, niggas who make niggas into fucking boxing fans. So I'm gonna show how, I'm gonna show you what my pimping like. Just to show you how erroneous this shit is, that scorecard Wilder got. If you remember the Peter Quillen Indom fight, that title fight a few years back, I think it was a Fox Sports, good fight.
No, that was an HBO. That was an HBO fight.
All right, one of them motherfucking channels. But anyways, this nigga Quillen knocked this dude down 6 fucking times.
Why didn't they call the fight? I would have called the fight.
You know why? Hold on. Okay, I like that. That's a great question. Let repeat that question. I want everybody to hear that shit.
Why didn't they call the fight?
Because better than the drum roll. Because Don would always get back up and start outboxing the fucking shit out of Peter Quillen.
Oh damn!
And make every round close. Do you know what the scorecard what was for fucking the fight at the end? 115, 111.
Yeah.
What? And who won?
6 fucking
Peter Quillen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But think about that.
And the nigga had 6 knockdowns, and this nigga only knocked him down twice.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that scorecard. If anybody had that scorecard, you're trash.
Right. Exactly. And then the other one was it 114, 112, which I thought was also a little bit too close.
Trash.
Yeah. And then
you got trash, and then you got fucking more trash.
Yeah, and the last one was from UK of all places. Scored at 113, 113. And in that card, it was Wilder knocking Fury down in the 12th round that saved Wilder from getting an official L.
Hold on. Did this motherfucker from the UK, did he even make it back home? Did they find him yet?
Yeah, I'm surprised that I'm pretty sure they probably found his hotel room and everything like that. I'm pretty sure, they probably ripped all his clothes. They probably stole all his money from the state or whatever, man.
Money was on that fight.
Yeah, because that decision was straight up bullshit. Like, I'm sorry.
Right.
I mean, it could be that, hey, we can't have this. We can't have Fury fucking up, potential Wilder Joshua fight or no.
Fuck that. Give Joshua to Fury because he deserves it. Shit.
Or we can't have the American heavyweight losing his belt on home soil.
It's a bigger problem than
that.
It's
bigger than that. It's bigger than that.
It's too many times where the A fucking side flat out loses to 90% of the public and motherfuckers get the decision.
Triple G and Canelo.
Triple G Canelo, both fights, like, how much long? And it's like, and they always lose into a nigga that displays superior fucking boxing skills every time.
Like Triple
Wilder,
G.
the same thing,
right?
Because Wilder, and I know a lot of times we talk shit and we joking and we vibing y'all, and we don't get to really give y'all the deep expert analysis and fucking technical shit, but just on some basic shit Wilder was doing wrong. Just to throw this in there. One of the things he's doing on a basic level that is fundamentally incorrect, that somebody who's a elite fighter, somebody who's multiple defenses of their title, somebody who's a bronze medalist, shouldn't they be doing? You see, Wilder was fucking both elbows out, punching and jabbing, especially in the early rounds. Like
Wilder's elbows out like he was about to do the funky chicken or something, man.
I don't know what I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, you in the hood now, nigga? You
Street
in deep
fight.
Street, I'm like, hold on, what video game character got this shit? Like, what this nigga gonna do? And when you punch like that, you're tipping off your shots, you're telegraphing everything you're doing, and somebody who's seasoned like a Tyson Fury is gonna basically just read all that and exploit it
and fuck you up. And should have got a championship off that shit.
And not the people's championship, but the real, you take it home hanging on your wall.
Everything. You should have went home with everything because he won.
Fury got robbed. Let's be honest. Fury got robbed big time.
And who knows if he'll even be able to be in the same shape. And a year from now when they do this rematch?
And that's the thing that's shape though.
And that'll keep Wilder at the top of the game. But this was not Wilder's win. This was his first loss.
Yeah, and the thing with this loss is it wasn't like Wilder, got schooled by an in-shape Fury, which showed up like about maybe 4 times in his career. This was a Fury that lost 150 something pounds, and then they had 2 warm-up fights that weren't really all that, and a Fury that may have not even been at his best condition, and he got schooled, and Wilder got schooled by this version, and that's the thing that really drops Wilder's stock, because he had no answers for this. He had no answers for what Fury was doing in the ring with him, except for those 2.
Fury was the clear underdog. Like, everybody who knows any damn thing about this fight knew it's like, come on, man. I think Fury needs one more fight before I think he's ready for Wilder, and he proved everybody wrong. Like, he said, "Fuck it," like, I'm up the script.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what, and he did it, and he did it perfectly. Like, he did it just basic boxing 101. Like, there was not like everything that Fury did in that fight was just Wilder had no answer. Wilder was frustrated, and the funny thing is too, Wilder gassed out from it too. Wilder gassed out before Fury. How the fuck does that happen? Motherfucking Wilder was waiting officially at 212.
Because he was swinging and missing. That's why. When you swing it and not hitting nothing, you're going to get tired.
Because remember, the energy you build up by swinging, it doesn't transfer to another style of object.
He wasn't jabbing or nothing. He was just hook, haymaker, missing. Like, damn, nigga, chill out. Try to hit him.
Yeah, chill out.
He needed to cool down. He was so hype on knocking him out that he forgot that he's in a boxing match.
And he let down the
you gotta find his weaknesses and attack his weaknesses, not just go in there and try to kill him. You gotta
exactly.
Yeah,
you gotta box.
Then niggas fast tracked them because they seen that power. It's like, okay, but nah, man. It's like, it makes me wonder. Like, damn, like, y'all couldn't instill like the basics in this nigga more. Like,
I mean, Wilder is trained by Mark Breland, who's probably one of the best amateurs, if not the best amateur the U.S. ever produced. What the fuck is he teaching him, man? Seriously.
He's letting him fight how he wants. That's what it is. He's just perfecting what he already knows. That's what he's trying to do.
But look,
he's not trying to teach him nothing.
It's supposed to perfect what you're good at. But like you said, you got to teach him something. Like, there's no way I should be able to pull a nigga off the street and then 5 times of teaching him how to box, he got his elbows tucked, he throwing straight up punches than Wilder. I'm gonna just be honest with that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that out there. Like, let's just be honest with this shit. Yeah. And that's why niggas gotta be fucking humble, because you supposed to know your weakness in yourself in order for you to grow.
Right. In my case, I think now, there's probably a reason why Wilder after the Olympics was pretty much was kept in obscurity, because he probably wasn't ready, and and it's just like you would think that a champion that who's fought for 10 years, who has 40 professional fights, would fight a lot better than he did, and that's the real disappointing part. That was something that I said early on that he was a little struggle, and then that is what now everyone is pretty much saying, and this is what I'm saying, his stock has went down. So it's like, and because of this too, a lot of stuff has been coming back from Wilder and Wilder camp, starting with the so-called long count controversy. What do you guys think about this so-called long count controversy?
Rome, you want to handle this one?
Hold on, enlighten me. I'm not good on this topic. Let me know what's up.
Oh no. Basically, niggas been showing videos of a counter starting as soon as Fury hits the ground, and they're saying that 10 seconds done pass, and he should have been counted out, and they're trying to make it seem rep fucked up. Yeah.
Niggas, did we all see the fight live or what?
I thought we always go by the reps count.
look, I feel like the ref got on one knee, looked at him, and started counting. That was what happened. Nothing happened. Nigga. These niggas are tripping.
And Wilder's retweeting this nonsense, and you have a contingent of people, even in the damn on YouTube, you know, out there really promoting this nonsense, and just it's like niggas is like really dick riding real hard.
Cause what did the count get to? Cause I believe it was like probably like 8 or 9 seconds that he just popped up. I think it was like 8 seconds and he popped up.
I mean, Fury got up before 10. It was like around 9.5. You want to call it 9.6, or you want to call it like 9.99. Either way, he did get up in time. You know,
and he was looking focused, like he was looking like he was good, like. Yeah.
Like he was on the ground he was on the ground laid out for like 4 seconds, and then he just popped up. He popped up like nothing.
And he looked in the ref eye the whole time, like he was letting them know, like I'm about, like mentally, like I'm about to get up, like yo, I'm good. And he showed it, he proved it. Like, and why do niggas want to see a fight end? Like, if a nigga get up, he earned that fucking fade. I don't want to see no big high level pay-per-view fight ending some bullshit, even though they do it with the decision. But I'm just saying.
Right, yeah, exactly, you know. But it's just like, and it was just crazy. It was like, I mean, it was one thing if you want the fans to like say, okay, tell that nonsense. But Wilder posting that shit on his Instagram, I'm like, dog, you know, where's the accountability for your performance?
Be humble.
Yeah. You know, and then even before that, and it's just like, 12 weeks ago, you know, before camp, I broke my hand. I'm like, he had this before, he was sick before, you know, prior to the Ortiz fight, and he actually won that shit, you know. And it's just like, and then after that, he's been going off like they don't want to see us succeed. You know, I'm like, dog, no one, it's not that deep.
You're
40-0. You're 40-0, nigga.
Yeah.
You lost. You got outboxed. You didn't knock this nigga out. You got outboxed.
Right.
The one fight you won by decision, you was whooping his ass the whole time, but you couldn't knock him out. That's the only reason you won by decision. Now you actually made it to a real decision when you should have lost. And these niggas, the house was on your ass, so they gave you that fight. You deserve to lose your shit, nigga.
Yeah, and then
surrender it,
nigga. You know, and that's Wilder's selling point is knocking niggas out. And then when he couldn't knock this particular motherfucker out because, you know, and this is not a top condition guy at that hurts his appeal. That hurts a lot of things.
And like, hold on, we just gotta put this in proper perspective, so because maybe not everybody knows Tyson Fury background.
Yeah.
But after he beat Vladimir Klitschko, he had like a mental breakdown, went batshit crazy, all of that, just got really fucked up in life, became a cokehead, was just went to the bottom, you know what I mean? And he was there for like a good minute. And he rebuilt himself back up. Fought 2 jobbers, and he just beat the damn baddest man on the planet in my eyes. If that ain't one of the greatest sports comebacks, that was almost a comeback because y'all robbed him, I don't know what is. And Americans love this fucking underdog story, and y'all robbed the man of his underdog story.
That shit crazy.
And Wilder not even being humble, can't even just be like, you know what? I can't, you know, the judges saw what they saw. I can't do nothing. I can't determine how the judges see the fight. You know, I felt it was close, but hey, I could get him in the rematch. You know, it is what it is. Just leave it on a neutral note like that. No one's got to say, well, you ain't, if you don't want to say you lost, you ain't got to say that. I ain't saying just say concede this shit. I know that's just tough. I mean, this is boxing. We know what's good, but at least just be humble with it and kind of just, you know, niggas respect that. But this whole, you trying to make it racial? Nah, nigga, it's about win, losing. Nah, I mean, that's it. Shout out to Meek Mills. It's just wins or losses, nigga.
Pretty much.
Classic.
Yeah, it's just like you know, just the fact that, and another thing too is like, you know, because Ward and Floyd have had their thoughts about it, and Wilder's been tearing into them. Like the people, like Wilder's fans have been calling Anyone who's black who disagrees that who says that that Wilder actually lost that fight,
he lost.
They're coons and all types of.
He lost.
Yeah, it's absolute bullshit. And just
niggas who say that Wilder lost understand boxing and how cards are supposed to be made and scored.
Right, black fighters, whatever. Yes, there's a point where yes, you do stay on code. This is not one of them motherfucking times. You know what I'm saying? I have two eyes. Yeah, I have two eyes. I can see. I can see what someone's getting out of. I'm not gonna be dishonest on something on something as clear as that. Like, and so especially something I said over and over again. Like, Wilder's boxing isn't up to par. And it got exposed to a very wide audience, not just the PBC card on fucking Fox or NBC or anything like that. Nigga, it was on pay-per-view where people saw it, where about 350,000 give or take saw it legally, and then you got a whole bunch of millions who probably saw it illegally. It got exposed, man. So
and y'all cats try to make it racial. It's boxing. If you watch boxing, everybody beats everybody. Everybody fucking fights and beats up everybody. Like, this ain't gonna be the first time you see a white dude beat up a black dude. This ain't gonna, I mean? Right. This is fucking boxing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there's racist shit that happened in boxing. Yeah, of course. Fucking yes, we know. And when it happens, call that shit out. Put it on blast. But don't make shit like this. A nigga getting his ass whooped and you just, you just don't want to give it up. Like, that's like when niggas try that one white dude that hang with other black dudes in the hood, thinking he's soft because he the white dude, but he don't know that white dude had to be tough, hanging with niggas all day. And right. So he off at him, and the white kid beat his fucking ass, and nobody comes in or nothing, and you up like, and you know your friend got his ass up, you up like, man, that white boy ain't beat you, bro. Man, you whoop, man, you beat his ass, bro. Nah, nigga, be real, man. Be honest with your man.
Right.
That's all. And this was that fight in the hood. Yeah. But for y'all niggas who ain't had that, who have never experienced that little story.
It's like, nah, cuz got you, bro. You gotta brush up your skills, bro. Cuz got you on this one. You gotta head to the gym, nigga. Do some push-ups or something. He got you on this one.
Everybody's seen it, like, bro, like we'll respect you more just saying, like, damn, that nigga got it. Like, I got you. I'm gonna let him.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like. I mean, I can just see probably tomorrow there's gonna be another article, another excuse that Wilder and Camp's coming up with. When in reality, his training, his conditioning team should probably be sacked. Like somebody. Wilder needs a full shakeup because, like I said, he's at a point right now where most people are going to expect that, that never mind Joshua possibly beating him. That's like I say, the day that somebody can take Wilder's power, and you never know, is the day that Wilder will probably get undressed even worse than what he did.
Now, the worst thing happened now. When you give a nigga hope in your style, is the worst thing for a boxer. Cause now everybody gonna fight you harder.
They know you can be taken out. They see your weakness. They're like, oh, you got him.
And niggas were already outboxing Wilder. So imagine if niggas try to outbox him even harder.
Yeah.
Imagine if a nigga prepare to take that right hand.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's where the being one-dimensional comes into play. It's like you do this so many times, like someone will eventually figure out how to take your right hand away from you, and when they do, they're gonna make you look foolish, and that's when your stock will go down even more. So this is where Wilder has a chance right now to really redeem himself from the Fury fight, and I'm talking about to really sharpen his boxing skills, like to get someone to actually work on him. someone that actually can, actually use his jab, not use it and just quit on it to throw all these crazy ass haymakers and shit. This is boxing. You gotta have it's good to see knockouts, but goddamn, you gotta at least be able to at least get know how to get yourself to a knockout, not to swing to the fence all the time.
Exactly.
Yep. So it was disappointing for Wilder, just for him in the aftermath of all this and his fans and his team and all this stuff, like pushing this crazy narrative instead of the actual narrative. And then in the contrast with Fury's actually been keeping it low key. I mean, obviously he thinks he won, but he's not out there on some bullshit, just saying whatever. He has no excuse. He had no excuses. So yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, it was definitely a great fight. It was a better fight than I expected, because I was expecting this. To me, it was like a means to justify an end, meaning Fury doesn't get to call himself a heavyweight champion anymore. But any type of way. But fortunately, that did not come to be. And hey, I mean, in the end, now they're both saying, hey, they're looking for a rematch. Now, do I see the rematch being the next fight for both of them? I doubt it. I really doubt it, because Wilder has a mandatory, and then of course Anthony Joshua is waiting in the wings, and in this is probably now the type of fight that probably needs to happen sooner or later, because we don't want a Gamboa Juan Ma situation to happen with this type of fight. In this case, a fight gets ruined because a fighter takes an unexpected L. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a great fight. It wasn't fight of the year, but it was a damn good heavyweight fight. And just disappointed at the judging and the overall outcome and aftermath. So yeah, I mean, that concludes our show for tonight. LB, do you have any final comments, man?
Y'all follow Ring Gang Radio, we the future, we the culture, we the past, present, all that shit, nigga. The Wilder card, overall was decent. It is what it is. I hope we get a rematch. I don't know if that'll happen or not. But we'll see. Boxing is a theater of the unexpected. But right now, I'm pretty much expecting to see a draw or a fucking bad decision in a big fight now. So, okay, boxing, you win again. You took that away from us. So, okay.
Right. Rome, you have any final thoughts, bruh?
All I gotta say is, Fury, you are the winner, my nigga. You won in my eye. Wilder, the nigga, need to hit the gym, start training with a different trainer, nigga, because obviously the nigga you with right now ain't helping you enough. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. And then, my final thoughts are, we hope you enjoy this Ring Gang podcast. And then we are on, as always, on YouTube. We're on iTunes. We're on Podomatic, and then we're on Google Play, man. So, and then, of course, more to come. We'll probably make, our debut into different other areas of social media and stuff like that. But yeah, man, just keep listening to us, man. And, like I said, we're entertaining, we're just ordinary niggas just talking boxing, man. Just talk about it at just in a different way. And like I said, we hope you enjoy all that.
Real talk.
Real talk, indeed. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, man. So for myself, Shutterworth da Gawd, the GOAT artist, Rome, to say good night, and we'll be back next week with some more shit for you. As always, man, it's real talk, because when we got, when it's real, we talk about it. So, peace out.